Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. So of course we are back on Can We Survive Mars, and we gotta work on arming our base. Alright, so let's just get started. Last we left off, we were building a whole pipe system for the oxygen farm and the solar panels to collect. Ran out of materials because this is a little bit too much materials. We'll leave it as that for the time being, which is not a big deal. We're still collecting the energy from the solar panel, so that's not bad at all. But now I think what we really need to do is start arming the base because we need to go exploring for some more resources. So, of course, one thing we need to be sure of is that if we do go explore, we don't attract too much coming back, which is a possibility. So we're going to try to arm ourselves a little bit, or somehow, so that when we do come back to the base and attract some things over, we have some things that will be able to stop it. So first things first, we should probably build some weaponry up top somewhere. And I'm thinking somewhere up here would be ideal on the roof, or maybe we should just build on the drill system. Not too sure where exactly, or maybe I just build on the floor. That's also a possibility. Not sure how it's going to turn out, but yeah, I think we should just build a few kind of like spots for the weapons. So ideally, maybe 4 points of contact. We have this corner, that corner right over there, and the other corners. Not sure how much material I'm going to have for it, but I think we're going to have to do it that way. So we extend it a little bit out here. Could make it look a little bit like of a tower system right over here. That might work out. So let's just see if we can build it that way. Alright, so we could probably use some piping, I guess. I guess we could pipe it from here if we want to. Maybe I should use some pipes. Although we really don't have that much materials for piping. But we're gonna use the piping. I guess we could do it here. We'll just pipe it here and string it along this way for the time being, and hopefully it all kind of works out. Or maybe I extend it out a little bit more. Actually, you know what? Let's try to extend it a little bit more to the, well, my current right. So we're gonna do that. We just do it this way. Put the other pipe here, here. Hopefully that's not in the way. No, that's not in the way. Here, and I guess here. Can't really see anything more than that. So we do need to bring it back up somehow. I wanted to kind of connect it to that right there. This way? No, here. That's kind of cutting it next to that drill system, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to see it if I do it this way. So I do have to bring it back up just a tiny bit. And we'll bring it down, I guess, this way. And then we'll try to bury it a little bit as much as we can. I think this is going to do it. Yeah, we're going to bury it that way. And we're going to put a cross junction here. That'll be perfect. This is where we're going to put the advanced rotor up top. And then we'll do the hinge system. And when we're doing the hinge system, we're likely going to do a small grid hinge head. And I think that's going to work out a lot better than using a large one. So we can arm ourselves with smaller weapons. So I'm just going to have to weld up a whole bunch of these things. I think I have a decent amount of parts now, for the most part, as I was queued up for the solar panel system. So we should be okay here. But I do need to reinforce this pipe, so just in case it does get attacked. Alright, so it looks like we're out of motors and everything like that. So we need a lot of materials for this, unfortunately. And there we go. Perfect. So we have our pipe system kind of buried on the ground a bit. It's green, so that means it's all kind of connected. So that means we're good to go there. We're gonna fill that piece up, the rotor head. So we're just gonna need a little bit of the steel tubes. And also steel plates. That's good. And here's where we're gonna do the hinge. So we'll fill up the hinge, or weld up the hinge, but we will get rid of the part. And here is where we're gonna do a small head here. There we go. So we got a nice little small piece here. And what we're gonna do is probably tack on one of those small cargo container thingies. So let's see how we're gonna do that. Alright, so here we go. We got our hinge, we got a rotor, and let's see the weapons really quick. So the weapons, or or block weapons, I mean, we can really just put on these turrets if we wanted to. But I'm thinking of putting like assault cannon or auto cannons, or whichever one. It looks like it doesn't cost too much for these two items, so not too bad. But the ammo is where I'm gonna have issues with. So the ammo, we can't use railguns because we need uranium. We don't have that. Assault cannons, we have magnesium, nickel, and iron, which is not too bad. We can't use artillery shells. Can we use auto cannons? Yep, auto cannons and assault cannons we can use. We can queue up these as ammo. So let's just build an assault cannon and auto cannon rig, basically. So how we're gonna do that, not too sure actually. So if we do the block weapons once again, we have our auto cannons and the assault cannons. What else can we use? Yeah, we could use Gatlins if we wanted to. That's a idea on its own. We can add missiles if we want to, but let's skip that for that time being. Or we're gonna go cheap. We could go interior turret. That works too. But I want to be a little bit more fancy, so we're gonna use auto cannon and assault cannon. So here you'll see that it does use the small ports. So we need to convert this thing to the small head, or the small head. I'm gonna throw one of these guys on here, so the conveyor junctions. So that way we have those 3 small ports there. So what is going to be the best way to do this? I wish we could go smaller with the conveyors here, or the hinge, but I guess we can't right now. I mean, we could if we use a small hinge, but I'm not going to do the small hinge. I'm going to use this hinge. So we can do it this way, I believe. So let's just do it that way. Okay, we'll put the conveyor junction this way, and it should be okay for the most part. And we wanted to aim... Actually, was that the best way to do it? Probably not, but it's alright. We could use a small conveyors here also, so we could kind of fill up on the sides, so that's not too bad. So just fill that up really quickly. So we have that. Probably don't need that, but just plug them in for now. How do you want to do this? The auto cannons are the shorter ones. Yeah, the auto cannons are the shorter ones. And what the crazy thing is that there's no port on the back side or the bottom side. So what we can do is actually just fill it up this way. It's not too bad of an idea, right? We could put it on here as well, but I think we're going to save that for the auto cannons. Or the assault cannons. I'm going to do auto cannon there, auto cannon here. Let's just plug in 4 of these guys, like so. And then we can throw in the assault cannons. And these we can put on the side with no issues. So we can do it down 1. Yep, that's going to do it. I think down 1's going to be okay. So we can put one there. So one of these things are pretty well equipped. Or one of these hinges will be pretty well equipped weapons, which would be awesome. And if we really, really care to, we can throw in some Gatling guns. You know what? I just realized none of this has been connected, so that's not actually gonna do anything. So let's kind of rethink that really quickly. I guess we could have just done. Actually, you know what? I could have just left it with the assault cannons connected. Right. I guess gotta do it here. We're gonna do it that way. And hopefully that kind of works out. So we'll throw it here. because that way we can put a bit of a connection here, but then that's the weak point now. So it's not ideal, but I think it's gonna have to be done that way for now. And of course we can cover it, so that's not too bad. So we can cover it with some light armor blocks, which is not much of a coverage, but it's better than nothing at this point, hopefully. And that should do it. So we have connection through here, the bottom of the assault cannon, and then the assault cannon is connected to the top portion. So once again, it is going to be a weak spot, but it should be okay for the most part. So we're worried about it. We're going to put a little bit more here in terms of small conveyors. And that should do okay. We can add a lot more to this. So we can do the Gatlins if we want to. And I think we probably want to do a little bit of Gatlins here. Probably not too many. But yeah, let me just get this welded up really quick. Alright, there we go. So we got our kind of hinge system and everything working pretty well. So 4 autocannons, 2 assault cannons. Not too bad. We could add 2 more assault cannons if we want to, but we're going to be putting a little bit too much in one basket, basically. Or too many eggs in one basket. So if this thing gets shot down, we're going to lose a lot of weaponry here. So let's maybe not do that. So what else can we add? Let's just add a Gatlin here right in the middle. I think we can do that, right? Nope, we can't because it needs to be on the side. So, maybe we could put it here and then put some conveyors. Or maybe not. You know what? I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is actually going to add a camera. Because I want to use that as the reference point for the locking system. Right? So what we have here, we can kind of build it outwards too. I mean, for protection in a kind of weird way. I'm thinking of doing it this way for whatever reasons. Probably not the best idea, but it will be okay for the most part. Right? So we have that. We need some coverage here, so I guess we can use the plate or panels to get some coverage. Not a lot of coverage again, but not too bad also. It helps a little bit, but it's likely it's gonna get shot down regardless if it does hit here. So not the best idea, of course. I probably should use heavy armor panels instead, but we'll just leave it as that. Everything else is kind of exposed, but sure, it is what it is for now. We can design it better if we wanted to, but I mean, what else can you really do? We can add some more weapons or whatever, but we're not going to. So again, I don't want to put everything in one basket, basically, right? So what can we do? I'm gonna do, if we're gonna design it a little bit, I'm probably just gonna design it with a little bit more steel blocks or so. So just leave it as this, temporarily, just to give some more protection, some more design, if anything. Not that much more design, but it's gonna make it look a little bit better. Not by much, as you can see. We should probably use the slope blocks here on the sides, but yeah, we could have used the slope blocks instead. It's okay. We'll leave it as that for now. And we could continue to use the slope blocks right here if we need to go up. Give it some more protection, I guess. And I think this is, not really worth this trouble making all these kind of like weaponry when we could just use the turrets instead. It makes life easier, because now we gotta build out the turret controller and everything like that. Actually, I'm not liking this at all, so I'm gonna scrap that right here and plug in these guys just to make it look a little bit better. I mean, looks terrible to begin with, but yeah, just a little bit added design would help it a little bit. I guess it's a little bit more protection really than anything else. But yeah, again, these only one steel plate, so they get shot down really, really fast anyways. So really no point in putting them here. It will give it a slight advantage in terms of taking one bullet about, so it shouldn't be too bad. But if a missile hits it, it's gonna hit it. It's not gonna be good. Alright, so there. We have our weaponry there, which isn't too bad. We have a camera, so we can use it to see if we really wanted to. And what we're gonna do is actually gonna go inside. And once we're inside, we can plug in the controller on the small grid if we want to. And I think I might want to do that just to save some space and everything like that. So where's our turret controller? So the turret controller, I'm gonna put it somewhere where we can't, you know, get in the way of that port here, which we may or may not need. So I'm gonna put up here. Weld that up, and it looks like we need, wow, we need a detector. Detect components and computers. Do we even have any more computers? I feel like we ran out of computers. We're really running out of parts for the most part. Yep, we have some computers. Okay, good. We don't have a detector, which I think we needed only 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we got anything for it. So we need nickel, which we don't really have too much nickel, I believe, right? Nickel, we've only been getting nickel through stone. So yeah, not a lot of nickel at all. So we do need to find a resource with nickel. So that's why we got to arm the base a little bit more as much as we can. Although, we do need nickel to make the weaponry too. So that's going to be a problem. Alright, so here we go. We have a custom turret controller. We're going to add our rotor system. Shoot, I don't even know which is which at this point. So it's going to be that one there. We're going to rename them, honestly, so we get a better naming convention and fix it up a little bit. So this one is Advanced Rotor 2. We're going to call it the turret, or just call it turret. Or C turret. I was going to do custom turret. CT. We'll do CT. And this guy here is going to be the hinge CT. And we should be good to go. Alright. So once we're inside, well, we didn't have to do it inside. We could have done it outside. Let's see here. So we don't have to even do it through here. We can just do it anywhere. So why not get some energy at the same time? Lay in bed and customize the controls here. Alright, so where's the custom turret controller here? Okay, so the azimuth. So the azimuth, we're gonna do the advanced rotor CT. Elevation is gonna be a hinge CT, and a camera will be our camera. We should have called it camera CT. That's fine. And of course, we're gonna add these weapons. So we had the auto cannons, the 4 and the 2 assaults, which is perfect. So we're gonna add that there. We're gonna have aiming radius is maximum of 600, which is fine. We're not gonna target meteors. Missiles, we want to target small ships, large ships. Characters, no, we're not gonna do against characters. Stations, no. Target neutrals, we're not going to. Target friends, no. Enemies, yes. And we can enable the locking if we want to. Cameras using as aim reference, so we are good to go. Perfect. So we got our energy, we got everything set up. And we forgot to do one thing. We forgot to where's our turret? We forgot to do enable AI. There. It's enabled. Okay, so we're armed and ready to go basically. So the only thing left to do on these guys is to queue up some ammo for them. I'm not even sure if they got queued up with anything. I would hope so, because I made some just to see if I can make them. So like assault cannon shells, we probably don't have too many of, but I guess we'll just make some as much as we can. Can we even make any? Okay, we could make assault autocannons at least, so that's good. But we're gonna run out of nickel fairly quickly. So let's see. Let's see. Our cannon, assault cannon, has some in here has 3 shells. The rest have some magazines, and we're queuing up a little bit more. So how many magazines can fit in each one? Only 3. So I guess it's gonna have to queue up and grab from the base as we go. Looks like we're getting a decent amount, and that's good. That's really good, actually. I think it's more important that I have more autocannon magazines than I do the shells, which looks like the shells we don't have too much of. Okay, so the shells is gonna hit harder, I would think. So I'm gonna queue up a little bit of them. So that can help us, will protect us for the most part. But I think the autocannons is a little bit more important to me because they shoot a little faster, kind of like Gatlins. So when I just kind of swap them in and out, I think I want more of those to be shooting. And instead of keep creating those custom kind of turrets, I think what I want to do, and that would be, I hope I have it all set up. But what I want to do is add another side. So another side, it's going to be on this side. And I think what we're going to do is just use a regular turret instead. So instead of using, you know, a custom built one, I'm going to go a little cheap here and just build one. So we could build maybe an artillery turret if we want to, or an assault cannon turret. Maybe, or even an autocannon turret. Either one. But I think there's the assault cannon turret is only on small grid, so we can't make a large one. But assault cannon turret, we can make a large one. So maybe we'll just do it that way. And of course, we need to find a connection point so we can put it here as well. So that's another thing. And this thing's kind of in the way, but if we wanted to make it as even as possible, if it is even possible, we probably want to bring it kind of along this way. I'm just going to do this as a marker, although this stupid thing is going to be in the way. I guess we'll build on top of it. Right there. And I think we are... Do I want to make it symmetrical? A little bit. It's going to bother me down the line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be right there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7th one. So we're going to build it right here. So actually, you know what? It kind of ties into that right there, which is interesting. Meaning I could have turned that right here, and I might just do it now actually. Turn this into a conveyor junction. Nothing's gonna fall, right? Yeah, we're good. Had to make sure. And we'll put this here. And what we can do is use some piping to link it over there underneath the base. So that will kind of work out. Wouldn't be too bad. Alright, so I think we're out of hydrogen soon. Yep, we are. So let's get more hydrogen. I'm gonna throw that in there. Let's get rid of that. Let's get our conveyor junctions. Gonna get some piping as well. We can weld this guy up and then pipe it along the bottom here. So we're gonna pipe it with regular piping, piping, plumbing, whatever you want to call it. We usually call it plumbing for the most part. I can't put it here because something's in the way. Must be the floors. Yeah. Not so good. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is find a way to pipe it from the inside somehow. Everything's linked out to the back here. Maybe we'll just link it back here. I guess that's the best way to do it. It's gonna be more pipe that we don't want to use, but we're gonna have to. Alright, so I'm gonna use that kind of pipe there. We gotta get rid of that. I think we should just get rid of this, to be honest. And why don't I do this? Just to make... Ooh! Is that gonna be okay? Yeah, that's gonna be okay. That's the battery. That's connected to the walls here, so it's okay. So I thought it was gonna potentially fall off, which would have been bad. Okay, here we go. So we can put some steel plates here, just to hold it up. We do need to weld this, I think, to make sure it doesn't leak air. There we go. Then we can pipe it along the outside. So where's my pipes? Pipes. Okay, so we need a regular pipe first. So I'm gonna pipe it here. Then we can loop it around using this one here. And we should be able to connect the rest from here. Once again, lots and lots of piping, lots of different materials used, so it is a bit of a pain, but that's what we get for trying to be a little fancy in some ways. Not the most efficient way of doing things, but it's gonna work. We're gonna be okay. Okay, so we're just gonna weld up the rest of this here really quickly and come back to putting up a turret. Alright, so that's done. Over there, but we still need to put it over here. So, geez, so much piping to be done. Alright, so we're gonna pipe that over on this side. So we're gonna bring it this way until we can't see it anymore, and then we'll bring it up just a tad. So that's gonna be, I don't even know where the direction is right now. Oh, there we go. So we're gonna bring it towards this side, and that should be it. So wish I could bury it a little bit more, but I can't. So I'm gonna leave it out exposed here. I'll get rid of that, and then once again, actually no, from here on out we said we're not gonna put the hinge system and everything like that, so we can just, I do want to put another conveyor junction here, and then we'll put a turret system up here. So let me just give it this really quick, so we don't need it no more. So it should be equal from one side to the other side, which is perfect. Now what we need is a turret. What turret do we want to use here? We can't use an auto turret because we need small grid for that. We can use an assault turret, or we could just go back to, you know, a regular Gatling turret, so that works out too. So let's see here. Or we could fill it up. So how much does it take to make one of these guys, right? So it looks like about the same amount. So that's interesting. So then if that's the case, what I probably want to do, let's see here. This takes up, ooh, we cannot fit on the side. I was hoping to put it on the side. So we put it on top only right now, unless we make it taller. So if we make it taller, what we can do, actually I might try it. Let's try it. So we make it taller, we put one here, right? Then that means we can kind of do this. Kind of like our wind turbines. We put it on the side like that. I don't even know if this is going to work on that side, but doing it this way, we can put the assault cannon. Don't know which is the best way right here. We'll just do it this way. That's the assault cannon. And then we can put our Gatlings on the sides, like so. So that might work. We can put 2 here. And then if we want to, we can add another type of weaponry. Let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna have to rest up a little bit, so let's see what we can do. So what else can we do? We can't do that. We could put missiles if we want to. Do we want to do missiles? Probably not. Or maybe we do one missile. We can't even make missiles, to be honest. We can make the missile turret, but I don't think we can make the missile itself. The missile itself is going to cost us. And it is going to cost us... I don't even see it right now. Right here. platinum and uranium. So that's pretty much out of the picture. So we do have to make more Gatlins, if anything, or more assault cannons. Either one. So, and then we put, ideally we put a missile right here. If we can make the missiles, but we can't. So I'm gonna put the assault cannon. I'm gonna build the assault cannons. Can't have too many of them, I guess. Or actually, you know what? I'll just do it this way. 3 Gatlins, 2 assault cannons, and I think we should be okay there. Do we have the parts to make them? That is a bit of a different question. So let's see what we can do with this. We might not have enough. We might have enough. I'm not sure. It looks like we're good with 1 Gatling turret here. And we still need to weld up the rest of the piping and conveyor junctions too. Looks like we don't have enough to weld up the assault cannon. I don't know why it says about the same amount. I don't think it's the same amount, is it? No. It's definitely a different amount. Especially conveyor, construction component steel plates. It uses a lot more. So the Gatlins are easier to make, as you see there. But the assault cannons, not as easy. So I don't know why, when I looked at it, it looked like it was going to be okay. But it's not. Alright, so we are out of metal grids too. We are. I think we have enough cobalt to make a ton of them anyways. But it's going to kill our nickel some more. That's not the best thing in the world. So, okay, so we're going to have to queue that up for a little bit. And we're going to have to weld up the whole piping system too. So I think we're going to have to do that first. And that should be it for our conveyors or pipes. I had to get rid of one side because I had to get this one welded up. But I don't think we're going to have enough parts to make the assault cannon turrets. It actually takes a lot. So it's actually more affordable if we were to actually create our own custom turret system, to be honest. But we'll just have these for the time being because it's going to help defend ourselves a bit. But in terms of getting enough parts for the assault cannons, I mean, I'm hoping we can get enough for 1. So let's just try. Actually pretty successful in getting 1 of them up right there. It's more of the construction component and steel plates that's a lot. And it's not actually that bad. And wow, it takes forever to kind of weld this thing up. I think we might have enough to make the second one too. Ooh, it's moving. That's actually kind of scary. Alright, so not a lot of protection from the top side. So that's kind of bad. That's lightning. I think we might be enough. We might have enough to kind of get the second one going. And it looks like we're missing not the steel plates. We're missing metal grids and stuff like that. So we're gonna have to get a little bit more of that. I think we have everything. We should be okay to get more. So let me go rest up really quick and well finish welding it up basically. All right. So we look like we do have exactly enough. Not exactly. We have a lot more. So we're good to go. We got 2 assault cannons, which is awesome. Guess they're labeled MCTs 21268. It's the model number. So then we are set right here. So we are pretty equipped with the weaponaries that we need, or weaponries that we need. Get some more hydrogen. Okay. Alright, so we got our weaponry. I don't think we can... Oh, we could. We can kind of cover these things up a little bit. Once again, not the best way to do it because we are going to be... Well, it's not too bad. Pretty much. For the most part, it's okay. We're just gonna cover it up a little bit so the conveyors don't get hit hard. So when they get hit, that's where we're gonna run into issues. So if we can cover them up for the most part, we should be okay. I mean, one block is not going to do too much, but at least it's a large grid block instead of a small grid block in this case. But at least we got a bit of a tower going, so then we just got to weld these things up. So each one's 25. Actually, not even. It's 13 for the slopes, 25 for the solid ones, solid cubes like this one here. So these will give us a good protection. But the corner ones, not so much. But it still can take a decent amount of hits other than the small blocks. Small blocks, probably one hit is going to be gone. But these are the larger ones, so we should be okay. Hopefully. Everything looks good for the most part. We just gotta kind of arm them up a little bit and set up their controls. But hopefully we don't get attacked from the top side, because if we get hit from the top side, there's a chance that it might target and break down these conveyor junctions here, and then it becomes disabled basically. But if we set up correctly, we should be okay to pretty much shoot everything down before it even gets to that point. Hopefully. So the storm's coming, so it looks like almost every episode the storm comes. So that's always interesting. Barely see anything, so that's not good. Luckily I didn't get shocked by a lightning, or I don't think anything else got hit by lightning, which is a good thing. But yeah, we got a little bit of a tower going. We could probably put another Gatling right here, but we're going to leave that blank for now. This is a bit exposed, which is not the best thing in the world, but we'll leave it as that for now. But yeah, let me go inside, get away from the storm really quick, and we'll set up those Gatlings and everything like that really quick too. I guess we'll do it in our bed. So let's see here. So the Gatlings, we have 2. So we can set these to hit 800. We can enable item movement, that's fine. Meteors we don't have, so we're gonna turn that off as usual. Missiles we probably want to target. Characters we don't need to target. Stations we don't need to target. And then target enemy, that's fine. Alright, that's good. So now the assault. Oh, where's the cannons? Cannon. Nope. What are they called? Yeah, it should be cannon. Right here. I don't know why that didn't come up. Alright, so we can do 800 on these guys too. But 800 is usually hard to hit. I actually prefer it to be 600 at this point. We'll just leave it as that. And same kind of thing. We're just gonna do small ships, no targets, no characters, no stations, and just enemies. So that's fine. We're using conveyor system. Alright, so that's good to go. So the only thing we're missing now is magnesium and nickel to get more ammo. So we should really go out and get that, to be honest. We're also running out of food, so we do need to get that going. Did I forget to put in a kitchen? Looks like I did. But even though we don't have a kitchen, I don't think we can make anything anyways. I think the only thing we potentially make is a soy farm. And if we put the soy farm here, we should really connect it with some conveyors. Can we connect it down here? We could. Okay. I think I'm gonna do that. For now. We'll move things along the way eventually. But we'll put a conveyor junction here. Alright, so we got a conveyor junction here. We're gonna do... where did I put that soy farm? Soy farm right here. And looks like we're missing a motor. One stinking motor. It's come to the point where I only have one motor to make, I guess. Here's our soya farm. Our soy farm would probably need soy or something like that. I forget how it works. If we go to... alright, here we go. It needs gravel, organics, and ice. So that's what's gonna make some soy. Or soybeans. And then with soybeans, I think we can do... can we do a kitchen? We should be able to do some kind of kitchen. So we're going to build this kitchen. I guess we could build it right there. It's a kind of odd spot for it, but... we need 6 motors. We need 6 motors. I'm just gonna queue up 100 since we're gonna need it down the line anyways. Okay. So here's the kitchen. With kitchen, what uses the soy? If we can do wheat, that'd be awesome. We can't. Right here, tofu. So soybeans, we can use tofu. Let's grab some ice for now. Can we put it? Can we store it in here? We could. Okay, that's ice. So we can make soy. Pretty easily, so that's good. Yeah, so we can't really do too much. I think we can only eat soy because of the organic. So we need soybeans, and then to make that, we need gravel, organics, and ice. So organics, guess where we're gonna get that from? We're gonna get it from here. But the problem with doing that is that I need more food, and the only food I have right now is emergency rations. So this is gonna take a bit of time to even fill up, to get full. So basically, I think one pack takes like 3 seconds or so to eat, and it doesn't even fill up our food too much either. It takes a little longer than 3 seconds to be honest, but let's see. Here we go. So we just ate another one, and we're hitting the 63 mark. Blah blah. So let's try and make our first soybeans. Let's do it. So we're gonna have to jump in here, and then get some organics. So how we're gonna do that? So we're gonna just jump right into the seat, and it should automatically kind of do it right here. As you see, we're building organics, and it is gonna make us a little more hungry. So now we're down to the 1820s, which is kind of dangerous. And I don't think we have enough organics still. This is only 0.5. So we'll throw that in there. Let's see. Let's see if we can make any. Can we make any? Will it kind of auto-load stuff? It will. Okay, grab the gravel. We grab the ice. It needs soybeans also, it looks like. So, this is not the way to go. So we I wish I saw that a little earlier, but no. So we can't make, well, it makes sense. You can't make things out of random crap, literally. So we need to find a way to get the kind of ingredients. That sucks. I actually thought we can make the tofu to get the soybeans, but we need soybeans to make them. So nothing we can do really. So I think wheat, we need wheat to make them as well. You can't just make wheat out of nothing. So you can't make anything out of nothing, basically. This is just crap put together to make something. So the crap is just really manure or whatever, just to grow it. So this is just all wrong, the way I was thinking it. So we don't have unknown signals on, because that's normally where you would probably get most of your stuff. Maybe some ships or bases might have it. We'll explore that option first. And if we can do that first, and it doesn't happen, meaning there's no ingredients or mats, resources to grow stuff or make stuff, then we'll open up the unknown signals for the most part. But yeah, I guess we're gonna have to suffer and eat some more rocks as we go for the time being. The storm hasn't settled down yet. I was hoping for it to go down so I can go out and get some more magnesium. I do need to get... Do I want a new weapon? Probably. What can we possibly even make? I mean... A rifle would be nice, but it looks like we need nickel, which we don't really have too much of. I like this rifle the most. Can we make it? Do we even have the nickel? We don't. Alright, so that's fun. I don't even know what pistol this is. This is the S10. The S10... should probably make some more ammo for the S10. I think it's this one here, the S10E magazines, right? No, right here. S10 magazine. General magazines here. So we'll make a few if we can. Looks like we can still make some, so that's good. Not too many. Alright, so that's fine. So that's the S10. Now we have 10 clips of it, which is good. Not terrible. Alright, so we're gonna eat some more food or rocks really quick. Ow. 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 That sucked. Oh, the moment I ate and unlocked my helmet, the freaking lightning just struck right up there. Jeez. That was like the best timing ever. Alright, so we're gonna have to do some repairs here. I don't know, was this on the inside or outside? I think it was outside, so we're gonna put that there. That lightning knocked out 2 panels. Should probably replace them with the heavy ones, but oh well. We'll leave as that. So I think we're good, right? Still can't okay, so we're not airtight for some reason. Did it knock out the window? Yes, it did. So, or actually, it wasn't even a window over there. I think it was panels. I thought it was a window for a second there. That's why I left it like that. Alright, so let's just weld these guys up. Okay. We need an antenna so it acts as a lightning rod. It also is going to act as a drone attractant too, so that's also a bad thing. Alright, so what we're going to do here now is we don't have anything for this, so we're going to leave it as that. So we just took a poop for no reason. But it's fine. We're going to probably explore a little bit. Hopefully you don't get shocked the moment we get outside. But we have our weapons all set up. We're good to go for the most part. That thing's spinning really, really quickly. We should go and get some more magnesium for the most part. So we're going to fly this guy. So we're going to do uncharge and unlock. And then we can fly. Perfect. Yes, one thing in the comments mentioned, of course, is the batteries. So all our batteries were not linked together. So that is an issue where when we hit recharge, it was stealing from the small blocks or small batteries from the large battery. So now we can link them all, so then we can do recharge or whatnot. So that way they can all recharge at the same time. Okay, so we just leave it as that. Okay, I can't see a thing. I believe... Holy crap, I really can't see anything. I believe the mountain was this way, and I hope I don't find a mountain when it's right in front of me. This is a bad idea. Yeah, I can't see a thing. And I feel like I'm gonna run right into the mountain very soon. I hope not. Alright, so I can't do this. Do I have lights on? Yes, lights. Where are we? I can't see a thing. That's not good. And also, I thought I marked our magnesium spot, but I didn't. So, we're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it by going a little bit closer. We're gonna fly really slow, so that we don't run into the mountain, I guess. I shouldn't be that much higher. Yeah, I'm not that high, so we should be okay. Top as in height. Alright, so I feel like we're gonna run into the wall in 3, 2, 1. We didn't. Okay, so was the wall that far away? Alright, so where are we? Alright, so we're really close to the wall now, actually. So this is the wall. This is the wall. Alright, not good. I'm gonna lose the ship soon. Nope. Right above me. Okay. I am next to the wall, but I can't see a thing. Yeah, I'm right. That's the wall. or the mountain. Where is that spot? I can't see it. This was a really bad idea. All right, so I honestly don't even know what to do at this point. Might be maybe I just drill a hole, rest up in there. I don't know. I mean, this is the mountain for the most part. Should have put some spotlights on here. Yeah. I guess we're gonna turn back for the time being, and we're gonna have to come back for the magnesium. We can't see a thing. This is insane. And yeah, I could eventually crash right into the wall. A lot of things could happen at this point. I haven't really experienced the sandstorm like this and actually ventured out and kind of took a look at stuff. So now we know it's not a good idea to do that. I mean, we can get the iron if we want to, but that's not something we necessarily need. We have a decent amount of that, so we're gonna have to get it in the next episode for the magnesium, and then we're gonna venture out for some nickel. So we're gonna do that all in one episode, so it makes it a little bit easier that way, and we can recharge everything here. So in the time being, since we can't see a lick of anything, we're just gonna work on just drill system here. So we just bring this guy up, drill back down, and everything like that. But let's just check our cargo situation. We are pretty good. We have a lot of ice left in our large cargo container in the mining ship, I think. Actually, we should really move that over. Where can we move this? Can we move it here? Yes, we can. We have another small cargo container. Alright, we're good. So what we're going to do is pretty much get the drill system to drill more stone, get some more nickel, get whatever we need. Because we can't do anything with this storm. It's just too much. So I'm going to bring this back a little bit. I think we do 2 more. Alright, we're going to bring it back down. Get the stone, as you can see here. And yeah, so I think we can't, again, we can't do anything with the storm, unfortunately. We can sit out and wait for it. But why stop when we could keep working for the time being? So we can just get the stone really quick here. And we're gonna bring this thing down, and that's it. So we're gonna put that there. We're gonna get back inside, rest up, and pretty much call it a night or a day, whatever time it is. I don't even know what time it is currently in here. So we failed at the soybean farming because we don't have soybeans. We do have a kitchen, so again, we can produce anything from here minus the fact that we have nothing. I think we can make... There's got to be something we can make with just the organics. I'm going to have to look into that really quick. But for the time being, I think that's it for today. It was quite a bit of an adventure. So as always, hit that thumbs up if you liked the video. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.